So we are at this foreclosure auction, are going to do a deep dive because you guys want to see some deep dives. So we'll go over how we got to our ARV, how we're estimating our rehab, and kind of looking through the property. So we'll take you with us, kind of run our numbers real quick. But if you don't have any experience with rehabbing estimate or doing any estimates yourself, you need to be bringing someone that knows what they're doing, because this is where I think a lot of people make a lot of mistakes because they underestimate all too often, and especially with more recently in the last few years with inflation for labor costs for construction as well as material costs. If you're off your game, a 10, 20, 30% swing is easy to make that mistake. So if you don't have an experience with buying or estimating rehab, it's probably very risky to be buying a property that, like the guy said, we do not get access in there. So we are buying it sight unseen, as is where it is. So that's really, really risky. So this is when I tell people, probably, especially when it's occupied, you don't want to do that, because then there's a lot of other aspects with the occupied property. So, but we're still going to go through the numbers and how we're looking at the property for us. But we have almost 30 years of experience doing this. So if that's something you want to learn about, get out paper and pen, take some notes, and let's go check out this foreclosure. So do you see that? It's got siding, different colors. The roof looks in really good shape, so we don't have to add any value there. You see the electric and the gas meter right there. We have new vinyl windows. We're not looking at anything there. So the windows look good shape. Patio needs some work, so we're probably looking at a couple $1,000s on some exterior stuff. This tree should be removed, so we're gonna need to estimate, that's probably just like, I want to grind the stump or whatever, so we're looking at maybe $1,000 on value there. The siding, I would probably do, if you look at other houses around here, a lot of them have vinyl siding, so we'll probably do the whole vinyl siding. I think we're about roughly 16 square of siding, so that is 10 by 10 is 1 square area. So we're looking at probably spending, with material and labors, maybe $8-9 grand. We'll do a little bit more landscaping. So that will do another couple $1,000. Trim the bushes, maybe a little other landscaping. The gutters don't look too bad from the outside. Looking at, here we got a little shed. The fence is gone, so we're probably going to want to spend $2,000 on a new fence. I'm sure our neighbors would appreciate that as well. All right, so we got an air conditioning unit. It doesn't look bad from here, but once again, we don't have access to the property, so I'm kind of making assumptions. But I'd still put like $1,000 in fixing that. Maybe needs a little bit of work. The gutters, well, the gutters are in pretty good shape, so that's not bad. Don't see anything for the basement. Foundation doesn't look to be in any bad shape, so we'll save some value there. For the rest of the estimating, I am assuming, based on the age and the look kind of the outside a little bit, is we are looking at probably upgrading the kitchen. So looking at the size, I'm probably looking at spending about $10,000 on a kitchen. The bathrooms, I'm probably looking at spending, there's a bath and a half, at least is what the assessor's card says. We don't have access to inside. So I'm assuming we're going to probably have to put in, I would say, maybe like $78,000 to upgrade and make the kitchen, bathrooms look nice. The floors, I can't tell if they're wood floors, but either if we put lid floors or in this area, an LVP would also suffice. So we're probably going to look at spending about $5 to $6 grand on flooring and installation. Repainting the whole place, we'll spend another $6,000, and then there's going to be miscellaneous doorknobs, kind of all the little things. We're going to want also appliances. That's, people often forget to put down their appliances, so you're probably spending about $2,500 to $3 grand in appliances. That's going to be good if you're going to resell it. If you're going to rent it, maybe you're adding appliances or including appliances, maybe not. And then, I'm trying to think what else. The heating system, we're going to probably look, because it probably looks like it's been updated at some point in time, but I don't see any pipes out there showing it's high efficient. So I'm assuming we're going to possibly have to do something there. So, we get things pretty cheap, and we also have an on-staff HVAC tech. So luckily we can get stuff done cheaper than most. So once again, if you don't use our numbers for yours, I would make sure you, if you're not, skilled at this, that you're bringing someone who is in your market that knows your numbers. But we'll probably spend about $1,500 to $2,000 on the heating system. Like I said, the condenser outside looks pretty good. I zoomed in on it. It doesn't look bad, so fingers crossed that that's great. And we're going to upgrade the outlets, switches, light fixtures. That's a standard, so we're probably spending about $4,000 there. Labor, materials, and then I'm going to probably throw $5,000 for some kind of miscellaneous stuff. So that's kind of how we kind of work our numbers back and estimate our rehab. Now I try to be a little high because I'm looking to kind of make sure that we're not finding ourselves in trouble, and therefore I generally kind of budget about 15%. You okay, Caleb? What are you doing, dude?
I'm playing.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to teach Caleb, obviously. You got to teach them while they're young. Have them come with Daddy and learn. You're going to learn with Daddy today, right?
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, so I'm figuring 15% on for estimates of unknown stuff that happens. Maybe I'll even throw a couple extra $1,000 for just miscellaneous plumbing that might need to be addressed. But all in all, it doesn't look like it's in bad shape. I'd say this is pretty easy turnover, and possibly this is something that you might even do a whole tail where you kind of get the person out, and then you go in and you're just basically cleaning it and putting it back on the market. If you can make a good spread on that, that might be the quickest approach. So that's a little different than a retail sale like I just talked about. So there's a lot of different ways. So I mean, with a whole tail, typically after getting the person out, which on average we estimate about $5,000 to get the person out, we would then estimate that a whole tail we're looking at spending, depending on what it looks like inside, obviously, but we're looking at spending maybe $5,000 or less. And that's mostly just cleaning, maybe touch-ups here and there, and any leaks or something like that. So that's kind of how we're looking at this one. So this one could be a really good one, and we'll see what happens. There is some risk here. There's a good chance that they're going to sell it after us. So we'll probably have to wait and just get our check back if we do win. And they sell it before we can close. But we'll see. One of the other things to be mindful of, this is a weird setup for the driveway. You'll notice that the garage is off center of the driveway. So I would see if I change the curb cut, kind of bring the driveway into the garage directly, so now you have a bigger driveway, but it just needs to be redone. So I would probably allocate $4,000 for that. Just checking out the service cable on that. It looks good on the electrical meter, but I just wanted to check there if that needed to be done. And then also looking at the chimneys look good. I'm assuming that's a fireplace with the capped one, and that maybe is the hot water tank or something that's venting into there. It also could be the heating system venting into the other one in the back, but that was kind of my idea. So there, and then we do have some older storm door on the side there that I would also allocate some money towards as well, probably $300, something like that, for a nicer storm door. What's up? How's it going?
I almost had this one on the contract, but she ended up, so it's the father. I was talking to him, got it negotiated, and then the daughter ended up getting in contract with one of her boyfriend's friends.
Oh,
So
that's the situation.
They screwed me out the deal.
Oh, I know. There's a good chance we're gonna bid infertility here today anyway. Because but
You never know if it closes or not,
Yeah.
First he was like an investor that he was gonna close quick, and then he ended up that he needs to do the inspection and appraisal, so he's probably getting a regular mortgage.
Oh, you're right.
So that's why if it was like that.
How long ago was that?
Like 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. How'd the inside look?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. Dated, I'm guessing. Yeah.
But for the right number, he only owed a little. I had to renegotiate for $125.
Oh, nice. That would have been a home run.
Hell yeah, bro.
All right. Well, good luck. Our real bid number is going to be $135 max on this thing.
Plaintiff opens at $60,221.38. Do we have a bid?
$70,000, number 2.
Number 9 at $71,000.
$75,000, number 2.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
$75,000, number 2.
$78,000 for bidder number 9.
$80,000 from number 2.
$110, number 9.
Number 9 at $110,000.
$115,000, number 2.
Number 10 at $120,000.
$130, number
9 at $130,000.
$135,000, number 2.
2 has $135,000. Number 9 has $140,000. Number 10 at $150,000.
But
Number
we got a
9,
bid.
bidding at $154,000. Do I have any other bids? Number 9 is the winning bidder. $154,000.
Congrats. All right, well, there showed up a lot of bidders at the last minute, and so we got outbid. It went for 151 or 157, something like that. So we didn't win this one. We did go through the numbers anyway, which is great to go through the numbers. It's experience, you know, because then on the next one, you'll have your numbers even more refined. And as you do this more and more, you learn each property that you look at, whether it be for flipping or buy and hold. It's important to really run your numbers, and that's a great education. So at the very least, I got a little more educated, but I also met with another good wholesaler. So I'm hoping maybe we'll land a couple deals from him, and we'll see. But I hope this was educational. And I hope you guys, you know, if you have any questions about what we were talking about throughout the video or the numbers, leave a comment below, and we can hopefully discuss them in the comments.